From Broken to Brave, a motivational story of healing and hope. There was a time when Daniel believed broken things were meant to be hidden. He had learned that lesson early, watching his father swallow grief in silence, seeing his mother smile through exhaustion, hearing adults say, "Be strong," when what they really meant was "don't feel." So when life finally broke him, Daniel did what he had always been taught to do. He hid. The breaking didn't come all at once. It arrived quietly, in pieces. A dream job that vanished during a company downsizing. A long relationship that ended with the words, "You're not the same anymore." Sleepless nights that turned into anxious mornings. Confidence that slowly drained until even getting out of bed felt like climbing a mountain without ropes. On the outside, Daniel looked fine. He showed up. He smiled when required. He answered, "I'm good," even when his chest felt heavy and his thoughts raced like they were being chased. Inside, he felt shattered. One night, after another day of pretending, Daniel sat alone in his apartment with the lights off. The city outside buzzed with life, cars passing, people laughing somewhere far away, while he felt completely disconnected from it all. That was the moment he finally admitted the truth to himself. "I'm not okay." The words didn't fix anything, but they cracked open a door he had kept locked for years. The next morning, Daniel did something small but brave. He went for a walk without his phone, without music, without distractions, just him and the cold air filling his lungs. At first, his thoughts were loud and cruel. "You failed. You wasted your time. You're falling behind." But as he kept walking, something strange happened. The thoughts didn't disappear, but they softened. For the first time in months, he noticed the sound of his footsteps, the color of the sky, the fact that he was still moving. That walk became a habit. Then came another brave step, asking for help. Not dramatically, not perfectly, just honestly. He told a close friend, "I've been struggling more than I let on." He expected judgment. Instead, he received silence, followed by, "I'm glad you told me." Healing didn't arrive like a miracle. It came like slow stitching. Some days were lighter. Others were heavy again. Daniel learned that healing wasn't about feeling happy all the time. It was about learning how to stay present, even when things hurt. He started writing in a notebook, not to be poetic, but to be truthful. Some pages were messy, some angry, some hopeful. All of them were real. And for the first time, being real felt more powerful than being perfect. One afternoon, while cleaning his apartment, Daniel found an old photo of himself from years ago standing on a hiking trail, smiling without forcing it. Instead of feeling sad, he felt something unexpected. Compassion. That version of me was doing his best, he thought. So is this one. That was the moment Daniel understood something important. Bravery isn't the absence of pain. It's the decision to face it without running. Slowly, life began to change, not because his problems vanished, but because he changed the way he carried them. He stopped comparing his timeline to others. He celebrated small wins, a good night's sleep, a productive hour, a day without pretending. Months later, Daniel stood in front of a group of people at a community event, sharing his story. His hands trembled, but his voice didn't break. "I used to think being strong meant hiding my cracks," he said. "Now I know those cracks are how the light gets in." The applause wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. What mattered was the look in the eyes of someone in the crowd who felt seen. Daniel was still healing. He always would be. But he was no longer broken in silence. He was brave. And if you're reading this feeling tired, lost, or quietly hurting, remember this. You don't have to be fearless to move forward. You just have to be honest enough to take the next small step. Healing is not a straight line. But every step you take, no matter how shaky, counts. You are not broken beyond repair. You are becoming brave.